Hello, my name is Mattia and I am an operations analyst here at Danone. Welcome to this project presentation. Today, we'll be looking into our upcoming supply planning scenario and evaluating how our factory performance aligns with the expected demand. Our goal is to assess the challenges, analyze the costs involved, and determine the most efficient operational decisions for the next 8 weeks. Let's begin. Hey Mr. Koga, what's the problem?
Excuse me, sir. I need to bring something urgent to your attention. We reviewed the production forecast and it seems that for 4 of the next 8 weeks, our factory won't have enough capacity to meet the expected supply requirements. This gap could affect our delivery commitment and we need to decide quickly how to handle the shortfall.
Alright, thank you for letting me know. We'll need to assess our options carefully. Let's gather all relevant data and make sure this is addressed immediately.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Operations Uncovered. I'm Aditya Sachin, your host, and this is the show where we examine real-world production and supply chain challenges faced by leading companies and help them find the best path forward. Today, we'll be looking at a capacity issue brought to us by Mattia, the operations analyst from Danone. Together, we'll analyze their situation, explore the possible solutions, and provide expert guidance on how they can maintain performance and customer satisfaction.
Thank you for having us. We're facing a significant operational challenge over the next 8 weeks. According to our production forecasts, our main factory won't have enough capacity to meet demand for 4 of those weeks. We want to maintain service levels, but our internal capacity cannot absorb the expected volume. We need support in evaluating alternative solutions, especially regarding whether using one of our other factories could cover the shortfall. We also need to understand the operational and financial implications before making a final decision.
Thank you for the explanation, Mattia. Based on the information that you provided and knowing that your main factory is in Spain, one viable solution is to temporarily shift the unmet production volume to your Belgian factory. This site appears capable of covering the missing units during the 4 weeks where your main facility falls short. However, this option does require careful cost assessments. Producing in Belgium may involve higher per unit production costs, and we must also account for the transportation costs associated with trucking the finished goods back to your distribution network. These additional expenses need to be compared to the cost of not meeting demand or outsourcing externally. If the combined production and logistics costs remain within an acceptable range, then we could assume that the Belgian factory could provide a reliable and efficient way to maintain supply continuity.
Based on the recommendations from the operations specialist on the show, we now have a clear plan to handle the upcoming capacity shortage. During the 4 weeks when Aldaya won't be able to meet demand, we will shift the missing production to the Rotselaar factory in Belgium. For example, in week 49, we expect to fall short by 104 tons. Rotselaar will produce those 104 tons at an estimated cost of €62,248, with an additional €9,202 for transport back to Aldaya. This will keep our total weekly cost around €238,000 while ensuring full supply. Similarly, in week 50, we will need 63 tons produced in Belgium, costing €38,023, plus €5,621 in transport. In week 52, Rotselaar will cover 20 tons at €11,704, and transport will add approximately €1,730. And in week 1 of the next year, the Belgian factory will produce 168 tons with a production cost of €100,000 and €15,000 for transport. These planned actions will allow us to maintain service reliability, even though the cost will rise slightly. This approach ensures we avoid shortages, protect our customers, and keep operations running smoothly during the weeks when our capacity is limited. Before we move forward supplying yogurts from the Rotselaar factory, I want everyone to be aware of the key factors we need to consider. First, product conservation is critical. Since yogurts are a dairy product, we must ensure proper refrigeration throughout the transport process to avoid spoilage or waste. Second, we need to think about the environmental impact. Transporting goods from Belgium means higher emissions, so we must stay mindful of our sustainability goals. Finally, using a more distant factory affects our flexibility. Longer transport times mean we may react more slowly to sudden demand changes, so planning and safety stock will be even more important. These points will guide our decision and help us manage the process responsibly. Thank you for your attention and collaboration.